Brendan, how much are you looking forward to the new season?
Words can't describe. Just kind of itching for it to get started. Just want to get out there and play in front of the fans at home park and hopefully start off well.
You got a little bit of a taste of that atmosphere against Bristol City, didn't you? Even in a half-full stadium, what was that like?
It was good. It was good. Now you're just kind of looking forward towards the first game, seeing what's going to be out there, and obviously 100% I know the Argyle fans are gonna push us all the way. So I'm just looking forward to it.
As an outsider before, I mean, what sort of reputation does the Green Army have? Because, I mean, you know, they do travel here, there and everywhere. Were you aware of their support?
Yeah, 100%. I've been here and you can't even hear yourself speak sometimes. So it's an intimidating place to come, and we want to create that. And the only way we create that is through our performances and making them have something to cheer on about and get behind us, because at the end of the day, they're the 12th man.
Was that one of the things that brought you to the club?
100%. It's a big club with a big fan base, and it's something that I really want to be a part of, and I think we can do something special. So doing that all together is something very key for me.
And you say something special. What are the goals for Argyle this season?
1, take every game as it comes, and 2, I think internally we know what our goals are and what we want to do. So I think we'll keep that internally and just think and focus on ourselves, most importantly, and focus on what we can do in terms of on the pitch. But we want to create something special. We want to create an atmosphere. There's a lot of new lads here, and we want to be part of a team where it creates something special, a good bond between us and the fans.
There are a lot of new lads, as you touched on, new manager as well. Does that help with settling in, or maybe not?
100%, because it's not just one person coming in who's going to feel left out. Everyone is coming in, we're all kind of on the same level playing field. Obviously, there's lads here who have been here before and they've been excellent with all of us. So it kind of just feels like we've been here for a long time, to be fair. So it's good. We're just kind of all just itching to get out there on Saturday and start something.
And what can the fans look forward to seeing from you, Brendan?
Someone who gives it their all, not afraid to pull out our tackles, leave everything on the pitch, obviously bring composure to the team as well, and obviously the leadership to the team.
Brilliant. Best of luck. Thank you, Brendan.
Just a couple for me, Brendan, if you don't mind. We've seen in pre-season that you quite often just drop deep into the centre-backs, pick the ball up. That's obviously the way the manager wants to play. How much do you sort of relish the opportunity to play in that particular position?
I love it. I think obviously previously I played centre-back. Obviously I got that in my tools as well, but I think the manager here is playing me to my best strengths, which obviously is in the midfield, and being able to get on the ball as much as possible and being able to help the team start, break play, I think that's something that I'm very good at. So I think the manager is just playing to my strengths, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. And
the manager was a midfield player, a very good midfielder.
Yeah.
He presumably, have you learnt stuff already off him, and do you feel he can help develop your game as a midfielder?
100%. I think his attention to detail and the stuff that he wants me to do is perfect. You can only learn from someone who's played at the level that he's played at. So it's just something that I'm going to obviously keep chipping away at and learning throughout the season and taking advice from him, because I'd be a fool not to.
Wish you all the best for while you're down at Argyle, and good luck for the season.
Cheers, thank you.
Just carrying on to what Chris said, you come with a reputation of being a tough tackler, but you can play as well, can't you?
Yeah. But I do love a tackle. I
saw that out in Germany. I liked it where you went in with 2 other players, and I think you came up before they did. So.
Yeah.
But, you know, you don't mind that reputation then?
I don't mind that reputation. I'm glad I've got that reputation, to be honest, because it's just teams know that when you play against me, it's not going to be an easy game. I'm going to be in and around you, but also when I get the ball, I'm composed enough to be able to give the ball, take it back, and I want to get the ball in different areas. So having both of them is only just a good attribute to have, and I hope I can just keep showing that and people can keep seeing that.
And Chris touched on it, last question from me. The manager, ex-midfielder, the director of football operations, ex-midfielder, the assistant coach or the second manager, Damon Lathrop, midfielder, and Kevin Nance-Kivell, midfielder. So you come to a club where you'll be well looked after, I would have thought.
Yeah, loads of midfielders. I'm just trying to add to I'm trying to get to the levels that they got to. So it's only positive that these people have been up at them levels, and I can only learn from them and take away all the experience they have, so I can bring it into my game and obviously push on.
And you're really looking forward to hitting the Green Army on Saturday?
Yeah, extremely looking forward to it. I want to get out there. If I can get out there today, I'll get out there today. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for the game.
Brilliant. Good luck on Saturday, mate.
Thank you.
Is there a goal in you?
I've got something in me.
Yeah.
But I'd love to tackle first.
Thanks.
Brendan, you alluded to there that you've got your goals and there'll be an inner pressure, but how much do you think there's an outer pressure, not just from the Green Army, but across the division? You're a team coming down from the Championship. There's going to be a lot on you guys to be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Of course, I think when you come to Plymouth Argyle, there's always pressure to be one of the teams up there. People are going to be coming to us as we're the team to beat, but that's something that we need to relish and actually be the team to beat. We need to go out there and actually play with a little bit of arrogance, respect teams, but we need to play with a little bit of arrogance, go out there and show why people have this stigma of us, of the team to beat. And I think that's what we're going to relish that. We've got lads in there, young, experienced, that will relish the chance to be free and be the team to beat.
And talk to me a little bit about the threat of Barnsley. What are you expecting from them? I've no doubt the analysts and the gaffer have all been on telling you this is the threat to be aware of, but what are you expecting?
Of course, we expect Barnsley to be a tough team to play against. No team in this league is not tough. They're going to come here, they're going to try and disrupt our flow. And like you said, we've got a sort of reputation, and everyone wants to be the ones to beat the team that have got the reputation, but we need to be there and stop that and keep our reputation as the ones to beat. So we're looking forward to the game. We know they're going to come with their threats, but we've got to focus on ourselves and focus on what we can do to hurt them.
Tom, last time we spoke, you said you were very hopeful you would have a striker in for Saturday. What's the latest on that?
Those hopes are getting smaller and smaller. Obviously, the closer we get, it's looking unlikely now. Unfortunately, it's something that it's very difficult to execute sort of like a big move, which it is for a club, for our club, in getting that player in, and it's not as straightforward as just shaking hands and the deal's done. So we're working hard. The finer details of the deal are coming together, and we hope it gets done as soon as possible.
Do you have a number one target at the moment then?
We do, but I'm not one for talking about other clubs' players. But yeah, we've identified that person, and he's a player I rate highly.
How difficult balancing act is it? Because I mean, obviously you need a striker, but it's got to be the right one, hasn't it?
Absolutely, and that goes for any position. There's no point bringing in just a number or someone to sort of keep a bit the anxiety down that we're short in a position. So yeah, it's got to be the right one. It's got to fit in with how I want to play and how I see the team being successful, and that's maybe why it's taken a little bit longer.
What's the latest with Connor Hazard?
Slow progress with Connor. You know, he's chomping at the bit. He's getting a bit impatient, and yeah, like I said, the initial diagnosis was 12 weeks. We thought we could shave some of that off with the second opinion we got, but it's looking more like it'll be that original duration of 12 weeks. So yeah, we'll be patient for Connor.
Otherwise, how's the rest of the squad looking ahead of the start of the season?
Yeah, so with Jack McKenzie, I reported on. You know, Jack's had a disappointing setback in his pre-season with the tendinopathy of his knee. So that we're taking our time for that to settle down. Unfortunately, again, Plaguey's had a setback. So we think that Plaguey will have to have a procedure to see what's going on with his knee. So that leaves us light in the defensive position. So that's also an area of the pitch we're looking to strengthen.
When do you hope to have Plaguey back, or is it too early to say at the moment?
Yeah, like I said, that procedure may be a surgical one. So not in the next couple of weeks for sure.
A lot of players in over the summer. How easy or difficult is it to gel a team right for the start of the season?
I think it's you want to get real clarity of how you see the team performing at its best, and over the summer I see it's not just all about what I want from the players. It is how can I also adapt to where I feel our strengths are as well. So trying to knit all that together with real consistency is difficult, and it takes time and a lot of hard work, and maybe you crave more hours on the training pitch than the sports scientists sort of advise you to have at the minute, but no, it's I'm sure you will see a team who is ready, who is on the front foot, and a team who are ready to entertain their crowd.
You said after the Bristol City match you pretty much knew in your mind the starting 11 for Saturday. Bearing in mind, obviously, you want 2 players in every position. How difficult are the conversations that need to be made with the players that aren't starting?
Yeah, well, I don't have the luxury of 2 players in every position at the minute, for sure. So I don't have to have as many of those conversations. Bim's going to be touch and go, so we'll wait and see on that one. And the other one who's not trained, as you might have seen today, is Caleb Roberts. So Caleb looks like he'll be out at the weekend. So yeah, those conversations are pretty minimal for me this weekend. There are certainly 2 positions where my decisions are tough, and we'll take our time with those.
The last time Argyle were in League One, they started against Barnsley, beat them, went up at the end of the season. What are the goals for Argyle for this season?
Yeah, well, I think you've covered both the short term and longer term there. Short term, we're looking to start well and beat Barnsley, and longer term, certainly the goal for me as being a winner and is to be promoted. I really want to aim high, and yeah, there's a lot of medium term goals that come within that. I want to see our younger players develop. I want to give academy products a chance, and there's a lot of things that are included within that promotion goal, but the next game is the biggest one for us, and let's think short term for now.
How difficult are the early games? Because obviously you'll have had your scouting reports come in on Barnsley and indeed vice versa, but it's not quite the same watching them in friendlies as it is in proper serious action, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone will show their hand in pre-season in terms of pretty much how they want to play. What's difficult about pre-season is teams very rarely play against teams of their own level or a similar level. So for what Barnsley may have done against Rangers, they may have done something completely different against a very young Swansea team. So it's these things are you got to take it with a pinch of salt a little bit. And the same with us, for the way we play against Torquay, is you'll see a different game against Bristol City because the levels are pretty spread out in pre-season, and it's difficult to gauge an opposition game plan. So the focus has been heavily weighed to what we're doing.
You're used to managing... Yeah, last one. You're used to managing in the Championship. Obviously, this will be your first game in League One. What are you expecting the main differences to be between the 2 divisions?
I expect not too much on Saturday. I think Connor will like his team to play in a certain way. I mean, the League One probably 5 years ago was a little bit more direct, a little bit more crash bang wallop. We will for sure will have to be able to play that way, and I'm confident in the players we've recruited. We can have a plan A, B and C this year, which is a really nice place to be for myself. But I think it'll be a proper football match on Saturday. So the difference is maybe not highlighted on Saturday, but yeah, you'll for sure need a little bit more resilience and sort of grittiness about you in this division.
Best of luck. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Hello, Tom. It feels like every time we've chatted to you in pre-season, we've asked you about the number 9, and you're sat here today without one. How disappointed are you to be in this position where you may well not have a number 9 on Saturday?
No, I won't say I'm disappointed in anyone, because I can see how hard everyone is working towards making that happen, and you know, it's if one of your targets goes to the Championship, and if another target, we're progressing but really slowly with the 2 clubs, then yeah, I can't complain. I can't be too upset. My focus is on the players that I've got in the building right now, and making sure they're in the best condition to win a game on Saturday. I'm sure that deal will happen. It's one that we wished happened 6 weeks ago, but these things happen, and it's probably why you see so much of. You always ask the question, why does it take till deadline day to get a deal done? But you see why when there's a lot of cat and mouse in the negotiations.
Are you aware of the fans' anxiety that Argyle haven't got a striker in so far? Can you understand their anxiety that they still haven't got somebody to wear that number 9 shirt?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, and it's the sort of the marquee position in a team, and it's the part of a season where football fans want to be excited by people coming through the door, and I absolutely understand their anxieties, their frustrations, and yeah, it's hopefully we can sort of mask over those on Saturday with a really top quality performance and scoring lots of goals.
So Connor being 3 months potentially, that takes him to sort of end of August, start of September. Is that sort of what you're looking at? And if so, this is a big opportunity for Luca now, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So I think you'll be about right on those timescales. Connor's can't give you any timescale on Pleggy, but Connor, I'd be very optimistic about that end of the month. And yeah, Luca, we've been really pleased with. Apart from the freak goal in Austria that has not affected him one bit. We've seen he's a very good goalkeeper for this level, and yeah, we're all more than comfortable with him in the sticks.
How soon after the game on Saturday did you or Pleggy realise that something was going to need to happen, procedurally maybe?
Yeah, so it was more the Sunday, the Monday where the knee had flared up again, and yeah, it's not normal because he only played 20 minutes. He did more training through the week than he did on Saturday, and yeah, Saturdays caused the flare up when it's more intensity and things like that. So yeah, it's something we need to get to the bottom of, and unfortunately that might have to mean that the surgeon having a look.
You've said to us a couple of times the focus is on getting a number 9 in, but clearly you need to put a bit of priority on the centre-back position now, don't you?
Yeah, and we have been. Yeah, we've been trying to look for targets. Not look for targets. We have a short list of targets prepared in every position, but really look at the realistic ones now. Loan market and permanent market as well. So yeah, it's something that we'll be looking to add depth and strengthen.
There have been reports that Argyle have made a loan offer to Celtic for Stephen Welsh. Is that anything you can tell us about?
Yeah, again, it's one that I'd prefer not to comment on. It's something that other clubs' players is something that I will never do, but I'm keen to not to. So yeah, we are looking into the loan market in that position.
You mentioned Bim Peppel. He didn't play last Saturday. Touch and go for this Saturday. How's his sort of progress gone this week?
Yeah, it's disappointing timing of that little tightness of his hamstring, should we call it? So he was flying. He came in, made a huge impact, Owen Asen is an exciting project as well. Looks like Owen might take a little bit more time to become that complete player for this level, and Bim's he hit the ground running, and really disappointing that he just got a tightness of the hamstring. He missed the Bristol City game, and when I say touch and go, he will be touch and go.
Caleb Roberts, what's the news for him?
Groin issue, so yeah, disappointing one. When these are the risks of having a small squad, and I'm glad these are happening now. It's probably highlighted that we're certainly 2 or 3 numbers short in our squad, and I'd be expecting us to dip into the loan market and hopefully get the 9 over the line as soon as possible.
And at least you've got a month till the window shuts, so you have got a bit of time to look at your targets and work on that, haven't you? It's perhaps better now than 2 or 3 weeks down the line. Yeah,
absolutely that, and that was our strategy. Every club wants 2 top quality players in each position. Now we don't have the luxuries of being able to do that. So you identify which positions you might have a little bit more strength than others, and those positions are flagging up more by sort of. We've been forced into it through a little bit of bad luck and injuries, but yeah, we're glad that this has happened in the first week or last week of July rather than the last week of August.
Thanks for your time. Hope you have a very enjoyable first home league game.
Thank you.
It sounds a bit doom and gloom where I'm sat at the moment, but it's not, is it? You're not that sort of character. We just before you we had Brendan in here, and he said he wishes the season starts this afternoon. Is that the way you feel? Let's talk about the excitement that you must have.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, it's the updates I've got to come out here and present you guys with are the injury ones, but there's an absolute focus on the fit players that I've been working on the training pitch with, and a huge belief that they go out there on Saturday and get the job done. I'd expect you to see a very different performance to the Bristol City one, where we had to pay them a lot of respect, and they pressed us really well, and we didn't manage to impose ourselves on the game as much as I'd have liked. I'd expect to see a different kind of narrative on Saturday, and I'll pick a team that I feel can deliver that.
Buzzing for it?
I am, yeah. You know, it's something that since I've come to the football club, that I've been told a full house. You know, the Janus song and the flags and the pre-match sort of build up to that kick-off, and I've always said that my teams have to be the catalyst to create an atmosphere, but I don't think on Saturday we'll need to light the touch paper too much.
Thank you.
Tom, I asked Brendan a minute ago, there's obviously a pressure you put on your players. The fans will have a pressure. What kind of pressure do you see coming into this season? Is there a pressure of that you're going to be a team coming down from the Championship, everyone's going to have a pop at you, basically?
No, not so much that. I've not created like a siege mentality or anything, but I think there should be an expectation on us to win games, and when that does happen, there should be an expectation within our group to be consistent with that. You see a lot of teams starting the league campaigns well, and then getting a little bit comfortable, but first of all we have to try and be a winning team, create a winning culture, and then the challenge is to be able to keep that consistent throughout the season. So first things first, but no, there's not a everyone against us or mentality. There's an expectation on us to win football matches, and we might sort of take a little bit more risk if the scores are level this season than we would have last.
Home factor is always key in any successful side. That has been the nucleus of when Argyle have gone up in the past, and it kept them alive in the Championship for long periods as well. Is there a real focus from you that this place has to be kind of like a fortress for the guys? Absolutely.
For me, every successful season is built on your home form and your defensive record. So it's something that I would struggle to come in and say I'm going to have to improve. I have to preserve that. You know, last time I think the club were promoted from this division, 60 points at home. It's incredible. So that is a job for me to preserve that. Now, the away record we know needs to improve. I can certainly improve that, but yeah, I have to come in, respect what's worked before, and try and preserve that, and we will.
Just finally, a word on Barnsley and League One. What are you expecting?
Sorry, a word on Barnsley.
Barnsley and also generally League One. What are you expecting from that?
Yeah, so I expect Connor's team to want to play football, pass the ball. You know, we've seen bits of them from last season, bits of them from pre-season. The type of player he was. They've got good height in their team, so they have got a plan B also. I think the back four's got very good height in it. Connor knows exactly what to expect coming here. Been a former player, he'll know the atmosphere that we can create, and but I expect a good football match. The league seems very competitive this season. You know, it doesn't look on the face of it two clubs that have got ridiculously sky high budgets, and that should keep it the top end really competitive. And it'll be a strong, grueling season, but each battle at a time, we try and win the war.